Hello and welcome back to Halloweek. It is currently the second night of Halloweek, and tonight I'm going to be talking about creepy music videos. Now, I think there's a distinct difference between a weird music video and a creepy music video, and I generally really like both styles, so it's kind of hard for me to pick out something that I genuinely think is creepy. Like, if something's really creepy, I kind of look at it as an artistic thing, and the artistic thing kind of falls into the weird category more than the creepy category. But that being said, I do think there are some music videos that are genuinely creepy. But like I said, there's a difference between a weird video and a creepy video. I'd consider a weird video like, say, Interpol's Evil, while a creepy video is legitimately unsettling in one form or another. But enough rambling, it's time to get on to some of the creepiest music videos that I've ever seen. Now this first one is probably the most popular of the bunch, and it also kind of falls a bit into the weird category as opposed to the creepy category. But I do think there are some elements of this music video that are genuinely creepy. And that music video is Kids by MGMT. This video follows a baby as he gets tormented by a bunch of weird, creepy, and disgusting monsters. The costumes, although very impressive, are pretty creepy. Especially the one that's grabbing at the baby while he's in the cradle in the beginning and he's just surrounded by darkness. Seriously, that baby is gonna have trauma from this music video for the rest of its life. Talk about childhood trauma from my last video. But although there's all these really weird and creepy monsters, I honestly think the creepiest part of this music video is on the bridge with those weird ass wolf face costume things with all the trippy psychedelic childish scenery surrounding it. That's honestly the creepiest part of the whole video for me. But yeah, I don't think this video is the worst on the list, and like I said, it kind of falls a little bit into the weird category, but it does have its unsettling moments. Next on the list is Prison Sex by Tool. Now, if you've seen any Tool music videos, chances are you probably could put any of them on this list, but I think of the bunch, Prison Sex's music video is the creepiest. It follows these weird, creepy humanoid stop-motion figures a lot like some of their other videos. The scenery is dark, the creatures are extra disturbing. There's a big, tall, black thing. There's a weird centipede baby. There's a meat man. There's a lot of creepy and unsettling shots in this video, and the stop-motion alone adds a bit of a creep factor in itself.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits, putting on the Ritz.
I don't even know where to start on this next video. That video being Puttin' on the Ritz by Taco. Perhaps I should start with the blatant use of blackface. It's kind of strange how they have people in blackface just dancing in the 1980s. But speaking of dancing, just the way these people dance and move, and the weird scenery and costumes. Hell, even the guy's face throughout the video is just creepy. There's just so much going on in this video, and I just don't know how to explain it. I think it's just the surreal feeling that this video has that makes it so unnerving. It's a really weird one, and one of the strangest on this list.
I don't want you.
This next one is the video for a song called Pretty When You Cry by a band called Vast. Now this video is kind of in two different settings in the first half and the second half. And the first half is pretty creepy, but the second half is where it gets really creepy. You have this guy's head coming through this milky white floor, and this woman in a red dress carrying a creepy looking doll sitting across from his face. As soon as she starts mutilating the doll, her beautiful image starts to severely warp, turning into a multitude of hideous creatures. Then a bunch of red human-like demons come out of the white liquidy floor that the guy's head was in and start attacking him. It's unsettling, it's claustrophobic, it's demonic. It's actually kind of cool. Reminds me of a David Lynch film in a way. This next one is pretty notorious and pretty popular, that video being Rubber Johnny by Aphex Twin. This video shows a weird humanoid alien creature thing, and it starts with a pretty lengthy interview, if you even want to call it that, with this creature as it makes weird and creepy noises with its mouth and has these quick, jagged movements. And the video is very fuzzy and has a night vision filter, which adds to the creepiness. Then when the actual song kicks in, the creature starts making these weird, chaotic dance moves. This is definitely one of the more uncanny and unsettling videos on the list. I suggest not watching it alone at night.
And all your playpen and glitching.
Speaking of not watching videos alone at night, I believe you shouldn't watch this one either, because I believe that this one here is probably, in my opinion, the creepiest video on this list. That video being the song 7 Minutes by a band called Circle Square. And the actual concept of the video is very straightforward and very simple. And the music is actually very ambient and soothing, but the video is just one take, one long shot of this dude sitting in bed. The camera slowly zooms in for about half of the video, and then it slowly zooms out for the rest. It's just this shirtless dude sitting in bed. Now, if that's all it was, the video would already be kind of creepy, but that's not even the creepiest part. The guy's face starts changing sizes and gets more disfigured as it goes throughout the video. He has a whole range of emotions, and his smile is just really haunting. But it's just weird how it's just this long, continuous, one-take shot, but yet his face starts disforming right in front of you, as his face starts to take up the majority of his entire head. It is a very strange, very creepy, and very obscure music video. And the final video that I have on my list is a song called The Bottom Feeder by a band called Nurse with Wound. This video is very reminiscent of the Tool video that I mentioned earlier, with its weird, creepy stop motion effects. It has this stop motion old lady thing that crawls around and makes weird movements. That's one of the creepy elements of the video. There's a bunch of shots of some creepy looking people in weird situations. There's weird scenery, weird costumes. The multiple changes throughout the video is slightly unsettling. There's just some really creepy shots in this one. Well, that about wraps up tonight's episode of Halloweek. It was a rather short list, but it was made with care. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night for some more spooky discussions and topics, and I hope you stick around as Halloween inches closer.